Hello everyone, myself Dr. Jyoti Mandala. Welcome you all to the video lecture series on the course Shell Programming. So in this lecture, I just want to quickly tell you what is actually this shebang is and what is the importance of this shebang and all. Okay. So the main use of this shebang is if like normally whenever you executed the program in the last class we learned a simple program how to write down a shell script and how to execute that one. So let me show you that one first and then we'll have a discussion. Okay. So what we understood, we wrote a simple program called first dot sh, isn't it or not? So let me move to the okay. So this is what first dot sh we wrote. Right. Now here let me open this. So this is what we have written as of now, isn't it or not? I'll show you. I think I've written this. Okay. Now we wrote one echo statement and then we wrote one cal command and then we wrote the date command. Now if we run this program, by default the shell that we are using is bash shell, isn't it or not? You all know how to check the default shell, that is this one, bash shell. Now if you want to execute this program, no need to mention the bash, you need to simply specify this one and the output will be executed. But suppose if you want to use sh, then sh we need to write like this, isn't it or not? But here we can use an option called shebang, where instead of mentioning in the editor what type of this one we need to use, in the program itself we are going to specify like we want to interpret, like how we want to execute, using which shell we want to interpret the command. So that can be done by using this shebang. I hope you all are understanding. So make a note of this one. What is the use of this shebang? Shebang is used to specify. Okay. Is used to specify the way, or is used to specify the shell which we want to use to interpret our command. We already learned in the last class, like the shell scripts will not be compiled, they will be interpreted, isn't it or not? So by default it is bash shell, but if you want to use sh, then we need to use sh command. But sometimes what happens is your whatever you have installed Ubuntu, that will be supporting the bash shell. But suppose you want to share the script with your friend or some other person, for them the default one is sh. In that case, how can we mismatch this one? So if you want to write, like whenever we are writing the scripts and at the time of execution, if you don't want to provide the command what to be used to execute, then we can go with this shebang. Okay, now what is this? How we can write on the shebang? So the approach is very simple. Whenever you want to tell which script you want to execute the command, okay, the complete script, what script you want to use, you need to specify like this way. This should be the first line of your the node, whatever editor you have you open now, in that editor this should be the first line. So how you need to mention hash and then exclamatory symbol, and then you need to write down the editor whatever you want to use. Suppose ours is bash. Suppose I want to move to sh, I want to use sh as a default, then you need to write /sh bin sh like this. That means the thing is you need to use this sh editor, that is Bourne shell. But if you want to use Bourne again shell, bash shell, then you need to use bash shell. Suppose it is not the default one, then you need to write bash shell. Are you understanding? So this is what. Now here I want to tell you one story behind why it is called as a shebang and why this symbol is used. I think you all know this symbol, C#. This is called as C#, isn't it or not? Okay, that means this symbol represents sharp. and we have this symbol. This symbol represents bang. Another name for this is exclamatory symbol only, but another name for this one is bang. So these two are combined together. These two symbols are combined together. Hash and exclamatory symbols are combined together, and first this one is taken. Yes, okay. First three characters are taken. What are they? Sha, and then the next these characters are taken bang. So that's why it is named as shebang. Got it? So what is the use of this shebang is, you instead of telling at the terminal, in the program itself you are telling what is the shell you want to use. That is, in that way you can understand. Here I want to mention one more point here is, simply if you are using hash, this symbol, no, it represents comment lines. That means these lines will be ignored, they will not be interpreted. Okay, now let us see how to do this one. What I'll do, I'll open this get edit, gedit first. Okay, I'm opening this one. Now by default it is bash. Now what I want to do is, I want to add one shebang. So how to add that shebang? That should be the first line. I already told you. So hash, exclamatory symbol, and then write down slash bin slash, I want to use sh. That means if you save this program, then this script will be executed using sh. No need in that case. Suppose you don't want to mention that one. I will be closing this one. Okay, see here, if you want to use sh, earlier I told you, right, we need to use sh and then we need to write down the file name, execute file name. But now we can simply write like this. Now how we are getting this output? This output we are getting where we are executing this script using which script, which shell we are using sh. Why? Because in the shebang we mentioned that one, like we want to use this shell only. Now when you want to share this one with your friends or another person, no, then if they have the sh as the like Bourne shell as the default shell, they can simply execute this one. Are you understanding? That means you need to understand, without shebang if you are executing, you need to mention that one. Suppose in the earlier program only, if you are mentioning this one as sh, then without using shebang, if you want to execute this one, this program, how can you execute? You need to write, I'll write here, without shebang if you are executing, then you need to specify the shell and then you need to write down the file name. Isn't it or not? But with shebang if you are executing, then no need to mention the that one, whatever shell you want to use, you can simply specify the file. Understood? This is a simple thing I just want to add here, so that you should be familiar with this one, because in future classes we are going to add this shebang. You need to be very much clear with this, why we are going to add this one. Simply remember, shebang is used to tell what type of shell you want to use to execute this script. Okay, that is as simple as that. Instead of telling at the terminal, you are telling in the program itself, like you are mentioning in the program itself like this. I'll show you the contents once again. Okay, did you see? In the program itself you are telling. That means this script should be executed with sh. Alright, so that's all for today's class. I hope you all are clear with this simple concept of shebang. Okay, in future I am going to use this word shebang and we are going to write this one. Okay, don't get confused there. Alright, let us all meet in the next lecture. Until then, thank you all of you.